Hi everyone. I hope you guys are doing okay on staying at home and everything and that you're feeling healthy. I wanted to go ahead and talk about our next project, which is about space. And in this instance, we're dealing with the positive and negative design. Sometimes, depending on what class I'm teaching, I call this image within an image. That's another way to kind of think of it. This is also, if you're interested in getting into graphic design, and I know I have a couple students who are already in graphic design, so this may be a repeat assignment for you. Um, and I think that's okay. Just push yourself creatively with what you come up with the design. Okay, so um, what we're looking for here is you have to come up with a drawing that has an image of something, but within that image, within that object that you're drawing, something else can be seen within that. Okay, so let's look at some examples here. This is the logo for the Pittsburgh Zoo. So you see a tree, you see birds, but also you see the profile of a gorilla and a lion, right? And then even at the bottom, you see fish coming up here. So while it's a zoo and there is, plants, it's mostly about the animals. And so we see birds, fish, and these two profiles that are creating the tree. So there is an image within the image of the tree. Okay. And actually, now that I look at this closer, are these animals as well? Is that a frog or am I just seeing things? Maybe I'm just seeing things. Um, right. So this is a wonderful logo, and it's everybody kind of admires it for the brilliance of it. This is another one, Formula One racing. Do you see how the F and the one are kind of made out of each other, with the red as these kind of lightning fast, kind of pointed shape in there? That's also creating the side of the one. Now, in this assignment, it's basically black and white, but you're allowed to use one color. One color. And I would do this in marker or pencil, or something like that that's really pretty clean. Um, that's my advice. This was an a logo for the Broadway musical of Frozen. So you see, first thing you notice is like snowflake. But then if you look inside the snowflake, and here you see again profile, a generic female profile. And then here, um, I can't remember I don't know this movie that well. It's one of the sisters, right? Is in that negative space. So again, one color here, which is blue. There are variations within the blue, so that's fine. But then it's within the positive and negative space, you see this image within an image. It's really quite brilliant. This one is using the negative space, I think, really well. Can you guys see an image here? Or what do you see of the image? You see a pipe, and then in the two top circles, you see kind of this British hunting cap, which is Sherlock Holmes. So a great, I think this is for, more sophisticated um, viewership, and you have to know Sherlock maybe. I don't know. I guess I'm a fan, so I recognized it right away. Um, yeah. You do not need to put any text in here, but this is about how food is prepared for space. So yes, it looks like a floating astronaut, but it also looks like a fried egg, right? So what can something look like? And you can, to me, this is very big. This assignment, the success in this is going to be about brainstorming, right? First, go through the things that you know a lot of information about, go through your hobbies, think about what symbolizes those hobbies, and then think about the shape of that thing and how it might be seen as something else. This one, you know, I'm not exactly how sure they came up with this, but I guess with the subject, the spaceman and some type of food that would represent and that would connect those two. So if you want to do, your hobby, think about something that connects with that, and can it shape relate? This is about the Cookie Monster, right? So, um, I love that the bite mark looks like Cookie Monster. The crumbs kind of create his shape, very iconic symbol. So, you can play with this. What iconic symbols are you familiar with, or do you like, and how can you work that into something? Um, I mean, my brain is kind of stopping on the Nike swoosh for some reason. I think I've got that in my head. But think of other symbols and what they can mean. And maybe it's your sports team symbol. Maybe it's another kind of logo or symbol of a logo. See how you can work for those. Now, I see a hoodie and a match. I'm not totally sure how these go together, but I kind of think about the Unabomber who was always seen in a hoodie. I don't know if you know who even that is, but again, it's interesting that the hoodie with the you can even see the Adidas stripes on the shoulder, but then I for sure the zipper looks just like a match, and the black part, which would be the opening of the hoodie, looks like a flame. So again, this may be a little bit unrelated, but still just really kind of a cool image within an image. So you might, think about this as a person or a face or something else within there. So this looks like some kind of faith design. I see hands going together, like helping. Then there's hands of a bird, and then there's someone jumping across that, right? So again, it's monochromatic, one color, and you see this helping hands Christian symbol of the bird and a person taking a leap of faith. Um, just thought this was really kind of interesting, right? This is one of my favorites. I'm sorry the resolution looks so low on this, but it's a dog with a cat in its mouth and the cat with a mouse in its mouth. So it goes back from positive, negative to positive. I think I showed you this one. Yeah, love, love, love this. This is a food and wine festival. Notice the tongs look like it's a fork, but then it's also wine bottles in that negative space. Um, you know, you can, if you want, if you're having a hard time kind of thinking of what you should be doing for this project, maybe take it on like an assignment. Like what if you were going to design something for our art department or the Azalea Festival or a marathon or, some kind of international festival. There's all different kinds of ideas that you can, just kind of brainstorm through and then just think of those objects that could represent them and then what else can be in there. So again, you're going to have to be taking notes, like writing down a whole bunch of different things. This, I think of Jaws, the movie Jaws. The shark is coming up from the bottom, but the negative space of the mouth is definitely a leg. It's a human leg. I mean, yeah, love this, love it. And then seems like a polar bear or some kind of bear with a cub nestled in. Okay. So, you're going to have to kind of be as creative as you can. Um, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Remember, black and white and one color. Okay. On Bristol, you'll have a couple weeks to finish this out. The only thing that's due for your sketchbook is your thumbnails and your brainstorming for this assignment. I think that's the last image. Yeah. So that's it. Like I said, I can't wait to see what you come up with it. I am available via email if you have any questions or need help brainstorming. Um, just let me know. Okay, good luck.